Bette Midler, Jim Croce, Paul Simon, and Focus, a few of the featured performers as we present the best of the year at the end of the year. This is Rich Styles' Recycle 73. The year began with Elton John's tribute to an even earlier musical era. What else but cut-off T-shirts, skin-tight ones, greasy hair, and the crocodile boogie rock.
I remember when rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun.
That was Elton John's first hit of this year. He went on to produce 2 more hit albums and 4 smash singles during the year. Recycle 73 with Rich Styles and Stereo Rock. And if you think the weather here is bad, the cold Canadian North produced that, plus Edward Bear's last song. That is Edward Bear, the last song. This is WDBR. And if that last song didn't keep you warm, well, get on back, Jack, and do it again and again. Steam it down. Stereo Rock, WDBR. From Stereo Rock. Don't forget tonight at 10, it's the Allman Brothers and Marshall Tucker Bands live from San Francisco. Recycle 73 now presents John Denver, Rocky Mountain High. That is John Denver. I am Rich Styles. You got Recycle 73 from Stereo Rock. This has got to be one of the biggest albums she's ever had. Charlie Simon, it's off the LP, No Secrets. You can see from the album cover she doesn't have any. They both show. It's her biggest single, You Are So Vain. Recycle 73 with Rich Styles at the close of the year with the best of the year. Recycle 73. January of 73, that's King Harvest and Dancer in the Moonlight. This is Recycle 73 with Rich Styles, your nighttime voice. Deodato, the theme from 2001, or Sprach Zarathustra. Well, just in case you started early, it is still New Year's Eve, and it's Recycle 73 with Rich Styles and Stereo Rock and WDBR. One of the major disappointments for Moody Blues fans this year was the absence of a new album. Their last LP, Seventh Sojourn, was released in late 72, and it contained the only single of 73. But if it was the only one, you can dig it a whole bunch. Just a singer in a rock and roll band. Moody Blues. You got Recycle 73 with Rich Styles, and you know, one group during the year wanted to be on the cover of a magazine. It wasn't Popular Mechanics like Bob Titter, but it was the cover of Rolling Stone. You got Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show.
Oh, I don't believe it. WDBR.
That's formerly CCR, not calling himself the Blue Ridge Rangers and sounding a whole bunch like country boys. John Fogerty with Jambalaya. I am Rich Styles and WDBR with Recycle 73. And this is James Taylor.
Do me wrong, do me right.
That is something you don't want to be tonight. Lonely. Stereo Rock, WDBR. Don't forget at 10 tonight, the Allman Brothers, Marshall Tucker broadcast from San Francisco. Long as them has seen it with their first hit of the year. Your mama. She don't dance, but she sure can shake it. Get it on, mama. Do your thing.
Stereo Rock, WDBR.
You've got Rich Styles on New Year's Eve with Recycle 73. You know, musically, the past year was like most years in the respect, absolutely unpredictable. That means you don't know what was coming about. Bette Midler, the Divine Miss M, and Steely Dan, who used to back up Jay and the Americans, were a couple of the successful new acts. And Gladys Knight of the Pips had a fantastic rebirth of 2 of the year's biggest records. But unable to repeat their 72 records, however, were such well-known performers as Harry Nilsson, Bill Withers, Melanie Neal, Young in America. The Eagles couldn't quite get a hit from their 73 album, Desperado, but did get one when they were still on the charts in the beginning of the year with a peaceful ease of feeling. Those are Eagles, and I am Rich Styles, and Recycle 73 from WDBR, Stereo Rock. Of course, the year also had a lot to do with Watergate, honest politicians, And the new President Nixon wind-up doll. But you can't wind it up because the key was missing. Wildflower. This is Skylark.
She faced the heart.
WDBR.
Recycle 73. That's the Jamaican sound of Johnny Nash and Stir It Up. I am Rich Stiles with Recycle 73 from WDBR. Helen Reddy has to be ranked as one of the year's most popular performers, and female too. Starting with her 72 smash of I Am Woman, she hit it again in early 73 with a pretty ballad called Peaceful. Stereo Rock with Recycle 73, Rich Stiles and Dr. John, folks, finally found the right place. And 73 was certainly the right time.
Stereo Rock, WDBR.
Rich Stiles and New Year's Eve from WDBR, Stereo Rock. And you know, around here at the big WDBR, whoopee, we took a vote. The best singles and most significant albums of the year. The results really weren't too surprising, though. Nobody could totally agree with anybody else. Bob Taylor voted for Gene Autry's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But there were a few consensus votes, like Paul Simon took Best Album honors with Ryman Simon. Bette Midler stormed out with Out of Nowhere with the Divine Miss M LP. 73 was the year David Bowie said he was giving up performing. Also the year of his biggest hit, Space Oddity. Well, folks, from what I understand, David Bowie and Major Tom really got along pretty well. The Allman Brothers and Marshall Tucker Band tonight at 10 live from San Francisco. You got 73, Recycled. Presents Vicki Lawrence. The night the lights went out in Georgia. On September 20th, Natchitoches Parish, Louisiana, a plane crashes following a concert and takes the life of Jim Croce. The gentleman who wrote and sang about tough, colorful characters moves into that special spot reserved for fallen superstars, beginning with Buddy Holly and including, more recently, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, and Jimmy Morrison of the Doors. This is Rich Stiles with Recycle 73. That is Elton John and Daniel from the Piano Player LP, Elton John's second 73 hit, a ballad about Daniel. New Year's Eve, folks, from WDBR, Stereo Rock, Rich Stiles declaring war on Recycle 73. And Buster! Horse Chiquita! My horse is better.
Stereo Rock, WDBR.
Who couldn't quite maintain their hit pace this year. Some others include Argent, Jonathan Edwards, T-Rex, Yes, and Jackson Brown. Roberta Flack, though, didn't choke on success. From the first time ever I saw your face in 72, she was back this year with Killing Me Softly with his song, and got a vote here for the best single of the year.
Drumming my pain with his song.
New Year's Eve with Rich Stiles and Stereo Rock, WDBR. This guy grew up in Phoenix, Arizona. Nice, quiet kid, too. Then puts on one heck of an act. Alice Cooper, this is No More Mr. Nice Guy. Don't forget, tonight at 10, it's the Allman Brothers and Marshall Tucker Bands, live from the Cow Palace in San Francisco. And don't forget either, this is Recycle 73. Recycle 73. That is Paul Simon's Kodachrome. The single got votes here for the best of the year. The album, there goes. Ryman Simon also was voted one of the year's most important. Recycle 73 with Rich Stiles, your nighttime voice, on New Year's Eve from WDBR Stereo Rock.
Day after day, I'm more confused.
You are drifting away with Dobie Gray and Rich Stiles, and Give Me the Beat Boys and Free My Soul. Stereo Rock, WDBR. 73 also marked the year of Confusion in politics. The loss of a vice president for a few months. But despite all that, honey, we are going to do fine tonight. New York City.
Stereo Rock, WDBR.
Recycle 73. Rich Styles with the best of the year at the close of the year. One of the year's really giant records was presented by Gladys Knight and the Pips. Neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. That is Gladys Knight and I am Rich Styles, and the next song will bring about something that I heard just the other day about the gas situation. I've got some bad news and some good news. First, the bad news. A gallon of gas will soon cost about $1. And now the good news, you can only buy 1 gallon, which means you need lots of money. Pink Floyd.
WDBR. WDBR. Springfield.
One of my favorite groups, Doobie Brothers, from the Captain and Me LP, that is Long Train Running. Recycle 73 with Rich Styles and New Year's Eve. The second of 4 single hits for Stevie Wonder during this year. You, honey, are the sunshine of my life. Do not forget, folks, the Allman Brothers Band, along with Marshall Tucker Band, live tonight from San Francisco here on Stereo Rock. This is George Harrison's Give Me Love. Give it to me tonight, even.
Stereo Rock, WDBR.
Rick Styles, your nighttime voice, and WDBR with Recycle 73. Division, Rush Street in Chicago. And follow the gold truck around the capital city, and you will walk and possibly ride on the wild side. Weird song, Lou Reed. Well, folks, I understand Lou Reed is nice, but his purse clashes with his other outfit. Stereo Rock, Recycle 73. And if you thought his walk on the wild side sounded a little strange to some of us, there were some that it didn't do, but there was nothing strange about the Carpenters' second hit of the year. It was another of their old brand of melodic pop, entitled Yesterday Once More.
When I was young,
WDBR.
Well, folks, the year's almost up, and I am Rich Styles on WDBR with Recycle 73. Recycle 73. That is one of America's and also one of my favorite groups, Rock and Roll, Three Dog Night, and Shambhala. Ella and Whoopi, Red Dress Wedding's biggest hit yet, Delta Dawn. Rich Styles and New Year's Eve on from WDBR. This is Grand Funk, Recycling 73 with an American band, and you can dig it.
Stereo Rock, WDBR.
That is Connie Simon now, Mrs. James Taylor, one of the big things also, 1973. That's from a No Secrets LP, I Am Rich Styles. Paul McCartney and Wings, who may tour the U.S. in February, found their second hit of the year with a theme from the latest James Bond flick, Live and Let Die.
When you were young and your heart, WDBR. Oh, I'm hungry now for
Shaking It, Baby, the Divine Miss Ann. Beth Midler, Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, covered to be one of the 73's most refreshing and without a doubt one of the best looking if you want to watch her performers. Well, folks, from the Smash Houses of the Holy LP, this is Led Zeppelin. You better believe it, the biggie of the night. Do you make good tonight? That is Led Zeppelin on Recycle 73 with Rick Styles and a Tower of Power. So very hard to go.
Ain't nothing.
WDBR.
You got a New Year's Eve with WDBR, Stereo Rock, Rich Styles, and Recycle 73. One of the year's few hits from hard rock groups includes Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water. That is Deep Purple. I am Rich Styles, and let us say goodbye to the old year and hello to the new with this one by Marvin Gaye. Let us get it on, baby.
Think I flipped if I went to L.A. by Omaha.
You got, honey, Recycle 73, this year in music from Stereo Rock. Recycle 73. That is the big man, robust, even, B.W. Stevenson with Ma Maria. There were a lot of people pulling for B.W. on the record that he did, along with Three Dog Night Shambhala. Three Dog Night overpowered. Rich Styles, New Year's Eve with Recycle 73. And all I know is I love you. That has got to go down as one of the year's prettiest songs, All I Know. Art Garfunkel from the Angel Clare LP. Stereo Rock presents a 7-3 smash, a biggie even, from Stories. This is My Brother Louie.
Stereo Rock, WDBR.
Don't forget the Allman Brothers Band live along with the Marshall Tucker Band tonight at 10 on WDBR. Rich Styles, the New Year's Eve, honey, with Recycle 73. Joe Walsh, Barnstone, proved that, for them anyway, that the Rocky Mountain way was the best way. I like the peaks and the valleys better, honey. It's called The Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get. Joe Walsh, Barnstone. Stevie Wonder on the Stereo Rock with his hit number 3 from 1973, Boogie Time High Round. Great song, high energy rock and roll from the Edgar Winter Group. Free Ride, Recycle 73, Rick Styles and WDBR had the vehement pleasure of meeting these guys, Seals and Crofts. That is off the Diamond Girl LP, Seals and Crofts, New Year's Eve in Springfield. This is Recycle 73 from WDBR. Gladys Knight and her Pips, always giant record number 2 for them during the year, taking a midnight train to Georgia.
Stereo Rock, WDBR.
Stereo Rock, WDBR. And just ahead, at 10 tonight, it's the Allman Brothers Marshall Tucker concert. 1973 also found Diana Ross back in the top 10 with Touch Me Right Now in the Morning. That is Diana Ross. I just love the way she's got the biggest, roundest, firmest blue eyes I've ever seen. Rich Styles and the Isley Brothers. That lady! You got Recycle 73, another half hour of the year's best from Stereo Rock. Recycle 73. And as you probably know, it's a good year for soul. Eddie Kendricks came through to hit with Keep On Truckin', former member of the Temptations, by the way. Rich Styles and WDBR with Paul McCartney and Wings, My Love. New Year's Year's Eve. Thinking about it, My Love Does It Good to Me. A single hit from the Red Rose Speedway LP. Recycle Hunter 73 till 10 with another record that got one of my vote anyway. One of the best records of the year, Chicago. And I Love You, Just You and Me Together.
You are my love.
Stereo Rock, WDBR.
You got Recycle 73 just minutes away. The Allman Brothers Marshall Tucker concert live from San Francisco. And obviously 1973 was a big year for the Allman Brothers Band with another giant LP and their first #1 single, Ramblin' Man. Rick Styles and New Year's Eve from WDBR, winding up our look at 1973. You know, just a few weeks after his death, the first single was released from Jim Croce's presumably last album. It was a movie theme called I Got a Name.
WDBR.
1973. The year began with Elton John's Crocodile Boogie Rock and ended with him stepping out on the yellow brick road. Next, from the Stereo Rock, it's the Allman Brothers Marshall Tucker concert until 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. Recycle 73 was written and produced by the Big Kahuna and led by vehemently yours truly. I am Rick Styles reminding you for a fantastic New Year's resolution, if there is one thing you hate about sex, don't remember it. And the other thing is, throw another log in the fire and long may your chimney smoke. And while you're throwing another log in the fire, I'll just take my bottle of scotch or gin or vermouth and remember, peace in the new year.